Dana, got a question for you regarding this main event at the weekend at UFC 257. Is this the biggest non-title fight that you think you've ever put together?
Yeah, not only is it the biggest non-title fight we've ever done, it's going to be one of the top-selling pay-per-views ever.
Habib said in your conversation that he wants something spectacular. If there is something spectacular, would you imagine that the winner of the main event will be fighting for the title next?
What's the question?
The winner of the main event between Dustin and Conor.
I don't know. I mean, we got the co-main event, we got the main event, and let's not forget about Oliveira.
My colleague yesterday obviously announced his own tournament and called it the guy.
Everybody loved it.
Everybody did love it.
Everybody loved it, man, and he's not wrong. I mean, we talked about it when we talked last. This is basically a little tournament.
Well, we got wonderful options at lightweight, haven't we? It's a serious shark tank, not just the guys that are on tonight. We've got Gaethje, we've got Makhachev, we've got RDA, we've got all these fantastic names.
The division is red hot, man, with talent and big fights and tons of possibilities.
It's been wonderful being around Conor this week, this version of Conor. What version of Conor are you expecting in the octagon once that door shuts?
The version that we see now. I mean, you've seen in the past when Conor is in this state of mind, it's always fun. And you have to remember, everybody keeps talking Conor. Mm-hmm. Poirier is not the same guy. He's fired up. He's getting this opportunity that he's been waiting for a long time to avenge this loss. When you mix that all up in the pot, we got a good fight on Saturday night.
We've got a great co-main event as well. Just on Michael Chandler, how impressed have you been with his attitude since you signed him, since he turned up on Fight Island midweight for a fight that he was never getting, and what he's been up to this week as well?
I signed him because of his attitude. From the first 45 seconds that I talked to him on the phone, I liked the kid. He's a great kid. He's a great competitor. He's been waiting his whole career to get here and to prove himself on the big stage. Tomorrow night's his night, and he couldn't ask for a better dance partner than Hooker. It's going to be a great fight. That's the other thing. It's been completely overshadowed by the main event, but that happens in a Conor McGregor fight.
Absolutely. A couple of things from further down the card. Ottman azaitar. We're all excited about seeing him fight. We now know that he's not, and the press release has said that it's a health and safety violation. I'm surprised at that, because how do you do that out here?
It's pretty amazing, actually. Yeah, the story. What did we not tell the story of? Yeah, are we not telling the story?
We can. You can.
So he and his team cut off their wristbands, gave them to somebody outside the bubble. I don't know how they even did it. That guy taped them, showed up here with a bag, went into a room, shimmied across 4 balconies, went in his room, dropped the bag off, changed his clothes, and then left. Now, when security tried to stop him, he wouldn't stop either way. And, yeah, it's just bad. He's gone. He's no longer a UFC fighter, and he's not fighting tonight.
So he's been cut from the UFC off the back of that?
Yep.
How, off the back of that, because obviously that then affects Frivola, who was supposed to be fighting, and he's a young man that had not the greatest of years last year, because he had a lot of fights fall off. How, I suppose, delighted are you in a way that you could make a fight for him, given obviously from somebody else's demise with weight cuts and various things?
Yeah, it worked out. You know, it worked out for him. So, yeah, I'm happy for both the guys that were able to get a fight.
No, absolutely. Final one for the fans in Britain then watching on BT Sport box office this weekend. Tell them what they can expect from USA 257.
Listen, this whole card is stacked with fun fights. The main card is awesome, from the first fight to the main event. Rodriguez and Ribas is going to be a badass fight, and this fight has that big global buzz to it. Everybody's excited, and you know, have fun, everybody, on Saturday night.